Hey, Flooring Pros, it's Jerry Levinson here, and we're getting a lot of questions in the forum about managing salespeople. So I wanted to bring Miranda in. Miranda's the sales manager for Carpets of Arizona, and just want to interview her and, ask some of the questions to her that you guys have been asking. So first of all, Miranda, how long have you been doing the sales manager position?
Close to a year.
About a year now.
Mhm.
And then how many salespeople do you have under you right now?
Currently, we have six.
Six. And then this is a common question, which I know the answer to, of course, but do you still sell? And then if we can expand on that, at what point do you think, and she doesn't sell, but she just is the sales manager overlooking the six salespeople that we have. At what point would somebody transition? First of all, is it possible for somebody to be a sales manager and still sell?
In very, very small increments, but I like to pass any leads that I get to my salespeople. They're commissioned salespeople, and they have the time to dedicate to give that customer that 5-star experience. So I always do pass my leads off to my sales team for that regard. A lot of what I do is overseeing the sales team to make sure that they're providing all of our customers with that 5-star experience every single time. So that does get very time consuming. So I don't take on any leads of my own.
Yeah, but I still think if you're a smaller operation, if you have two or three salespeople, I think once you get to what, four, and you could
Yeah.
still do a couple sales with four, but after four, you pretty much got to go full-time sales manager.
Yeah, I think a lot of it really depends on the volume of business, how many leads
Yeah.
the store is generating as a whole. And that's kind of like the big determining factor. But I think the sweet spot is about like 4 salespeople with
As an
us.
owner of a small company, I wanted the people to, everybody to sell. If you're a bookkeeper, no matter what your role is, I wanted everybody to be involved in sales in some fashion. But certainly as we've grown, we've gotten more dedicated roles. So as the company has grown past $2.5, $3.5 million, up to 4 and 5 million a year, we're seeing more and more opportunities to have these dedicated roles and be more effective. So, um, how often do you meet with the entire team?
So every Monday morning we dedicate the first hour of the day with a full-on sales meeting. With that, we go through all of our numbers for the week, how that relates to our month, and how that relates to our quarter. So just kind of building, building, building. But those initial kind of building blocks are based on the week performance. So that's weekly, and then every month we sit down to recap the previous month's wins and opportunities.
As a team? And then somebody was asking too, Rachel Berlin was asking, how often do you meet one-on-one with your salespeople?
A one-on-one, definitely like an informal way, at least once a day, just to check in. Hey, what's in the pipeline? What do you need help closing? And kind of strategize with them. But every month we do a formal one-on-one and go through just about every metric just to make sure that everyone's on track to succeed.
So every metric is something that we've built up to, though.
Exactly.
So for the people that are new to managing a team or monthly meetings, things like that, what are probably the most important numbers to go over?
Kind of starting with just the basics, it's how many leads that you have. Just to start really simple, even if you don't have the time to dedicate to have like a full-on sales team and sales team meeting where you gather the data. But if you have the individual salespeople come to you with how many leads they had, how many estimates they had, and how many sales they had in that week prior, that's kind of the bread and butter, in my opinion.
So, in what do you think has drives the salespeople the most? Is it the money, the sex, or the drugs
And the rock and roll.
and the rock and roll?
In terms of what drives the salespeople, I think it's just a general coming to work and not having it feel like it's like a job that you have to go to and it's a drag. Well, my sales team right now, everyone that we have is very passionate about what they do and they just want to succeed and grow the company and, of course, grow their income too. But the biggest thing is making sure that everyone comes in to have funny or to make money, have fun, and just take care of the customer.
I've said this over and over again. I don't think money really drives people, and I think it's mostly the accountability. We have the installation incentive program. Works very much the same way. It's holding people accountable, measuring their their goals,
Mhm.
measuring their performance, putting it up on the whiteboard for everyone to see, sharing that information. Everybody just inherently wants to do a better job, and it's not directly related to money. Money's a reward, but once you put it out there for everybody to see, and I encourage you guys to do this, is first share your overall company goals with your whole sales team, and then they should all, as a team, encourage each other and give each other a hard time. Some of the funnest things we've had is when salespeople want to beat each other,
Oh
right?
yeah. It's all in good fun. It's a lot of healthy competition, but that alone just drives them to be so driven to getting their goals and beating the guy that's next in line to be the top dog that
Yeah,
month.
there's nothing better than being the owner of a company and having your salespeople fight and compete to beat each other. It's awesome. If everybody's complacent, then you have a problem. So you like that competition is healthy.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fun. And it makes you money. So what other things do you think has really driven them? I mean, we've had people that have quit working for us and came back. So people that we've held accountable, we hold a structure. They've complained that we're getting too corporate and kind of losing that family-owned business touch. And then they go to work for somebody that doesn't have all that structure, and they've been very frustrated with that experience. And they end up coming back
Oh
and
yeah.
just buying in 100%.
Yeah, some of our best salespeople have kind of explored other options and then came back. And since they came back, they've just been just on fire. It's just nice to see them so self motivated. But I think the big thing behind that is just having dedicated people here to make sure that everyone is successful, that everyone's jumping on board, everyone's buying into our process and our system, because those are all designed to help make the lives of our salespeople easier.
In hiring a new salesperson, what do you think is one or two of the most important things as far as, do you think having knowledge in the flooring industry is key?
Absolutely not.
No.
One of our most recent hires, he's totally not from any sort of flooring industry or sales industry, totally brand new, but he fit into our culture, and culture is the biggest thing that we take into account when we hire someone to make sure that they're a good fit for us. Um, our fun family owned business, and to make sure that, they're going to be a driving force of the team as well. So yeah, flooring knowledge, it's nice to have, but it's also nice to have those new people new to the industry where you can mold them into exactly what you need them to do without any bad habits.
Yeah, the do your job, make money, earn your paycheck thing is, if that's what they're doing, is just doing their job to earn the paycheck, then they will probably go to work for somebody else. But building that culture is so powerful, to the longevity of your employees, keeping them here, having them be a part of the success of the company. I mean, everybody loves and builds into the story of this company.
Mm-hmm.
So and it really is culturally driven.
Oh yeah.
So, and we do have fun, and we do have our moments, our serious moments. I mean, we got to deal with enough crap with customers too. That's another good point. So what happens when you have somebody that is affecting the culture of the company?
Whenever there is someone that, has a moment where they're adversely affecting the culture of the business, it's an immediate conversation. And it's kind of like, hey, what's going on? What's causing this? It's never we're gonna beat you up or kick you out. It's like, hey, what's going on? Let's figure out what the root cause is and let's fix this. But if there is a consistent issue with someone that does negatively impact our culture, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna fly.
I'm going to answer this question directly. Is would you fire somebody that affects the culture, even if they're the top performer,
Oh, without a doubt.
like that? I
Yeah.
mean, and we have affected fired top salespeople before, just because it wasn't worth it. If they're affecting the culture and affecting, we want all of our employees to enjoy coming to work, but we also want to enjoy coming to work. And if you got that person there that's negatively affecting the culture, you got to get them out. So no matter how good they are, and sometimes it's family too, and so that can be tough. I don't say don't hire family, but when you bring family in, hold them accountable as you would any other employee. So people like to be held accountable. They like to be driven, and it's funny. I mean, some of the people that weren't doing well have been our top performance when they got kicked in the ass. And Miranda's gone in, held them accountable, and looked at their numbers. The other thing that's fantastic, I don't know how many people are taking advantage of this now, is when you've got a customer that's on the hook and they get a call from you. If you're a sales manager, help your salespeople close deals. So how have you done that? How have you helped them to close a deal?
So over here we call that like a sales director offer. So with that, if there's a customer that's kind of hemming and hawing, that they're not too sure what they want to do or how they want to do it, a lot of times that salesperson will let me know, and then I'll make an offer to that customer. Hey, you know what? I know you're working with so and so. I hope they're taking great care of you. What's going on with your project? And they'll kind of talk, and then whatever objection they have, just as a sales manager, I'll go and overcome that objection or do my best to. And a lot of times they'll close on the spot, and then I'll pass the phone to the salesperson, get their credit card information, and call it a day. So that's been really effective. I can't encourage that enough. So it's just a nice extra touch with the customer.
Yeah. So you guys, Miranda's on the forum too. If you want to reach out to her, ask her any questions. She charges $500 an hour.
600 now.
600. Yeah, she got engaged. She doesn't make any money, so she needs to make more money now. But no, if you guys want to reach out to her, me, and you got any questions, you need help kind of navigating the sales manager position, let us know if we can help you out and answer any of your questions. Okay, we'll talk to you later.